Hey guys, Natasha with The Day with Ethel. Oh my gosh, Christy Pastore, what the hell? You know, when I read her Bound series, I always wondered what Ronan and Holiday's story was because I started at the Bound series. I started with Ella. Now I went back and the scripted duet is KU Unlimited. And man, did I go down a rabbit hole. This is unscripted, and the book 2, which is also called Perfectly Unscripted, or Perfectly Scripted, sorry, I get them confused. But this is the unscripted duet, and let's just say Ronan and Holiday's story is magical. It's sexy. It's a dirty talking, Hollywood heartthrob. It's a single dad that kind of is very protective of his heart and his emotions. He's always wondering what what their goal is in life, to be his friend or a woman that's just interested. But Holiday's different. She kind of grew up around the limelight and she understands the wealth and the power and the Hollywood glitz and glam, but it's not a priority for her. If she was going to get in a relationship, it's because she's with the person that's in front of her, not what's behind her, around her, what their pocketbook looks like. But Holiday meets Ronan in an unconventional way. These two adorable little girls at a restaurant, and they end up be staying at the same hotel. They end up sharing some hot cocoa, and it's just kind of like this sweet kind of New York holiday romance at the beginning. But then as you look at it, Holiday and Ronan have a story to tell. Ronan has his past, but Holiday has her secrets that she's really worried about, that it could actually detrimental to other people involved. So what does she do? She protects herself. But she also is starting to see that, letting Ronan in is the best thing for her. But she also keeps him at an arm's length at certain times. When the tough gets coming, she tries to step away, but he won't. He pushes her forward, and he's not going to let her go away. And he's even said it multiple times that he is smitten by her. Like he's kind of cocky when he first meets her and when he first kissed her, because that kiss was electrifying. That kiss was so dimensional that he needed more of it, and he didn't want to give up in it. And she felt it too, but she's like, do I want to get involved like this? Once they finally get in the sack, it is, oh my goodness, give me a fan and a martini, because this couple is sexy. They have the sex appeal, they have the emotion, the passion, and the dirty talking down to a science. But that's what's kind of fun about this story is Holiday is strong-willed and her mouth is like fire. She's not afraid to tell you what she thinks and what she says because she's going to do it. But then there's Ronan. Ronan also is very protective of his girls. He's protective of her, of Holiday, and he's protective of everything involved. But sometimes his quick anger towards some stuff in the past kind of gets her very frustrated. And that's okay, because it shows how passionate he is about her. And that's what's fun about this story is you get the tug and the pull and you get the give and the take, but you see this passion of this couple and you see that they kind of unlayer and unearth all of their feelings and are very raw in several points of the story. And that's what's beautiful. But Ronan is a guy that I can read and read and read more about him because he's passionate, he's loving, he's a dirty talker. But then just Holiday and how she overcomes so much and really kind of shows people that she's not going to let her past define her. It's going to make her leave a mark for everybody else. I highlighted something and then I found out when I was doing my highlights, I'm like, oh my gosh, other people have highlighted this too, because it's one of those things. It goes, his hands landed on my waist. Something tells me that I should force myself to stay away from you. Yet, we seem to keep running into each other. I'm wondering if that's a coincidence. And that's it. These two keep kind of like trying to be apart from each other, but then they keep running into each other. Maybe it's hap chance, or maybe these two are truly meant to be together. Guys, this is the scripted duet. Go get it. It's Ronan and Holiday story. Yes, probably like Natasha, this book was written several years ago, but it's KU. And I love going back to those stories that were written years ago that are Kinder Unlimited now, and you fall in love with those characters because it's passion and it's love and it's lust.